All right, welcome back to the channel, subscribers. Okay, Deontay Wilder is not a star in boxing. That is what a new article reported, and they want to know what it is exactly that Deontay Wilder's done wrong and why after all these years and all these great knockouts that he's just failed to become a star in the boxing world. And it is a problem. It is really, it's vexing. Let's talk about that in this video. Hint though, that's some BS. Let's talk about it in this video. All right. Deontay Wilder is not a star. What is he doing wrong? How come somebody as great as he is, has so many knockouts and, has such potential in the heavyweight division, just fails to become a star? Now, that's the question that was asked in an article that came on Boxing 24, Boxing News 24, right? And it's questions that people ask me in my Twitter feed and ask in the comment section of videos. Deontay Wilder should be this huge star. Why isn't he? Now, my answer to that question is obvious. Before I get into that though, let's get into this. Let me thank you very much, first of all, for being subscribed to the channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Also, make sure you hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And please, thank you so much to all the Patreons that support on the Patreon channel. Starting in 2020, we got a new format for the Patreon page that we're rolling out. You guys are really gonna like it. We're going very high quality over there, so I think you'll get a lot out of it. Also, thank you to everybody that supports on the live streams. Make sure you come by OG Boxing Talk on Sunday mornings, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with myself, my partner Blood Boxing, KQKC Boxing, Trap House Boxing, and my man, the boxing historian Curtis Anderson, for a very mature boxing conversation. I think you guys will like it a lot. Now, let's get to first things first. There's a poem that came out some years ago by Maya Angelou. Now, I'm not usually the type of guy that quotes poems, right? I don't like poetry for anything, but Maya Angelou is somebody that has a way with words. And let me read what the first 3 lines in her poem, Hater, by Maya Angelou. A hater is someone who is jealous and envious and spends all of their time trying to make you look small so they can look tall. They are very negative people, to say the least. Nothing is ever good enough. Okay, let me read that again. A hater is someone who is jealous and envious and spends all of their time trying to make you look small so they can look tall. They are very negative people, to say the least. Nothing is ever good enough. The 2 lines that I would like to focus on: trying to make you look small so they can look tall, and nothing is ever good enough. Let's apply that to Deontay Wilder and the idea that he has failed in his career or has been miserably mismanaged because he has not reached the star status that these people believe that he should. Okay, let's analyze that. Vasily Lomachenko is a boxing star. I don't think anybody would say that Vasily Lomachenko is not a star in the boxing world. Everybody knows who Vasily Lomachenko is. Vasily Lomachenko has been a champion for a lot of years. More than likely, Vasily Lomachenko is going to go to the Hall of Fame. Vasily Lomachenko is a multimillionaire. Vasily Lomachenko is pound for pound, is on many people's pound for pound list. Vasily Lomachenko is a boxing star. Josh Taylor, I read about what he has done in the UK. He is a unified champion at 140 pounds. People know him in the boxing world, know him. He is a boxing star. Adrian Bronner is known throughout the world as a boxer. Anybody, more than likely, anybody that has heard of Vasily Lomachenko has heard of Adrian Bronner. They know who Adrian Bronner is. Adrian Bronner is a boxing star. Terrence Crawford is known all through the world, known by many people. He's on pound for pound lists. Millions of people watch him on ESPN when he fights. He sells out arenas in Omaha, Nebraska. Very few people who know about the sport of boxing do not know who Manny Pacquiao, who Terrence Crawford is. Terrence Crawford is a boxing star. I've also heard that Dillian White is a star, a boxing star. I've heard that many other fighters in Gennady Golovkin is a star. All of these people are stars. Only one person that I name at any point in time in their career has done the numbers that Deontay Wilder does on a regular basis. So why is it that all of these people are boxing stars, but Deontay Wilder is a miserable failure? Let's go back to the definition of this again. They try to make you look small so they can look tall. Nothing is ever good enough. So if Deontay Wilder does 275,000 or 300,000 pay-per-views in his second pay-per-view out, that is not good enough. If Deontay, he should have had 500,000 because he's such a good fighter. What are they doing wrong? Why can't he have 30? 42 knockouts are not good enough. He needs to learn to throw a straighter right hand on a more consistent basis because defending his heavyweight championship 10 times is not good enough. He needs to have 2 belts, not 1 belt for 10 title defenses. He needs 2 events. He needs the IBO as well. However, when you look at other fighters that have not accomplished nearly as much, that's fine for them, but it's never good. But what Deontay Wilder does is never good enough. I look back and listen to what people say about the money that he makes. Deontay Wilder was, as reported by Dan Rayfield, was guaranteed, that's the number that's out there. I can't validate it, but that's the number that's out there and commonly accepted, as the case with other people's money. He gets $20 million guaranteed for Luis Ortiz, but that's not good enough. Why didn't he get 80,000? Now let me also not just look at this nonsensical argument from the Deontay Wilder standpoint. Let's look at it from the vantage point of Floyd Mayweather Jr., who just recently was named or reported by Forbes to be the wealthiest athlete to have made more money than any other athlete since the year 2000 with a whopping $913 million. If that is what success is, then everybody in the sport of boxing is mismanaged. Look at it that way. Well, Anthony Joshua's a star. Anthony Joshua only made, first of all, Anthony Joshua never said he made $80 million or $60 million, but let's just assume the $80 million is real. And that's true. What did he do wrong? Come on, man. Several years ago, back in 2015, Floyd Mayweather Jr. made $300 million in a fight. What did Anthony Joshua do wrong? Anthony Joshua, now never mind that Anthony asking the question about what did Anthony Joshua do wrong in the ring to get knocked out by Andy Ruiz, but what has he done wrong? Because obviously Anthony Joshua is a heavyweight. Anthony Joshua is built like a Instagram model. So consequently, shouldn't he be making more money than this little 5'6" former lightweight from Michigan, who at one point in time in his career couldn't, quote unquote, draw flies to a dumpster? What is everybody doing wrong in the entire sport of boxing? You can easily put that same logic on anybody, which is why I tell you, you guys are nothing but Deontay Wilder haters. You Try to make your fighter look tall by making Deontay Wilder look small. Nobody knows Deontay Wilder in the United States. Even though 1 million people watch him in every fight, nobody knows him. Because as we know, if 1 million people were to watch a video on YouTube, that is considered a viral video. But Deontay Wilder having over 1 million people watch him on Showtime, that's not good enough. Canelo Alvarez can have 400,000 people watch him on DAZN. But if Deontay Wilder has 2.2 million people watch him on a program on Fox, that's not good enough. Why isn't it good enough? Because it's Deontay Wilder, and obviously whatever he does is not good enough, right? I rewatched the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fight, and I watched the first 8 rounds again. I watched it again. There's literally nothing going on in the first 8 rounds, but other than Tyson Fury feigning, Deontay Wilder landing the occasional jab, the occasional shot to the body, Tyson Fury landing the occasional jab, occasional right hand, but nothing separating the two in those 8 rounds really for anything. So if you have to score a 10-9, I can see how one judge could give it to Deontay Wilder, the other judge could give it to Tyson Fury. But nothing happened for 8 rounds. But having a round where Deontay Wilder doesn't knock somebody down or out, that's not good enough. And the other fighter is going to get credit just because they didn't get knocked out that round. And I have literally listened to people over the last 3 fights not give Deontay Wilder the last 4 fights, not give 5 fights. I'm not going to include Dominic Brazil, because that was a first round knockout. Literally have watched people not give Deontay Wilder a single round where he did not knock a man down for 5 fights. How in the world can you see a fight every round, evenly contested round, and constantly give that to somebody else? To give it to the other guy. If it's Gerald Washington and Gerald Washington doesn't get knocked down, hey, Gerald Washington won that round. If Luis Ortiz fights around and didn't get knocked down in that fight, hey, Luis Ortiz won that round. If Tyson Fury manages not to get knocked down in a round, but nothing happens, hey, that's a Tyson Fury round. Because what Deontay Wilder has to do on your people's card to be a star is clearly be bigger than Floyd Mayweather Jr. and knock somebody down to get credit for winning a round. That, my friend, is exactly what the poem by Maya Angelou talks about. Anyway, that's it. All I got to say on this one, because it's obvious that Deontay Wilder is a star in the boxing world without a doubt. And anybody claiming otherwise is just being a hater. And with that, I'm out. Peace.